Here we are. We're at the vlogging capital of Chicago. Big Bean. We're here to meet Jack on our first day.
Jack, where are you?
Yeah, Jack, you said you'd be here. Don't see ya. Can you describe your experience with the Bean thus far this summer?
I like it. It's definitely super cool. It's exciting just to go and be like, oh my gosh, there's the Bean. And it's like wild how many people are there too.
Okay, so it's all about this guy named Anish Kapoor.
Oh wow.
Anish Kapoor made the Bean, but it's named Cloudgate.
I knew that.
But
Sorry.
he gets really mad that everyone calls it the Bean because Anish Kapoor is a dick. That's the moral of the story.
That's annoying.
Let's continue. So, a few years ago, this color was invented by scientists named black. And it's the darkest black that had been invented yet. So that is the darkest black ever. And Anish Kapoor bought it. So he owns the blackest black, physically, scientifically available. And no one else can ever use it because he's rich and he sucks. And he's everything that's wrong with art and he sucks. And the art community was really excited about the new invention of the darkest black, but then they weren't allowed to have it and they were all really mad at Anish Kapoor. But then there's this other guy named, I don't remember his name, and he invented this color called the pinkest pink. He's like a color inventor, and it was the pinkest pink that had yet been invented scientifically. So then he had this pink color, and so then he sold it online for super cheap, available to everyone except Anish Kapoor. You have to like check a box saying you are not Anish Kapoor, you do not associate with Anish Kapoor, you will not sell or distribute this pinkest pink to Anish Kapoor. And so then all these artists like have this pinkest pink, and they're like, yeah.
The first time I went to the Bean, I was actually on a run, and I was going down the bike path, and I was probably like 6 miles into my run, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a big fountain over there. So I cut over to the big fountain, and I was like, wait, I'm in like Grant Park, I'm in like Millennium Park. This is dope, this is like downtown, I didn't even realize where I was. The Bean's right over there, I should go check it out. And I saw all these weddings and stuff, and I was just wearing like running shorts.
But then Anish Kapoor posts on Instagram like middle finger, and it's like covered in the pinkest pink, and he's like,
this is wild.
Whatever, he said something dickish. And then they're so mad about it. They're like, I can't believe that Anish Kapoor, like, this is the one thing he wasn't allowed to have. Like, he has everything. He has the blackest black. He doesn't need the pinkest pink. That guy's such a dick.
How did he get it?
Someone broke their contract. And the guy who made the pinkest pink launched a full-scale investigation to try and find out how he got it. But then the guy's like, okay, I know what to do. So then he invents this new color that's just like super sparkly diamonds, but it's made of glass, so that Anish Kapoor can't do the middle finger with it because it'll get his finger all bloody because it's made of glass. And then he invented a bunch of other cool new colors that are all need to be made with the pinkest pinks. Now Anish Kapoor is missing a bunch of colors because they need to interact with all these colors that he can't have.
But then I just made my way over to the Bean, and I was all excited. It was like kind of weird. I don't know. It's like, obviously it's not like a monument on the level of like, I don't know, like some of the big ones, like a Washington Monument, or like, what is it, like in St. Louis, the Sky Gate, or where the heck it is? Yeah, the big arch. Like, it's not like a big thing, so it's not supposed to blow you away, but you're still just kind of like, oh yeah, it's a big Bean, like, look at it. But it's cool, it's fun to just walk up, you can see yourself in the reflection. It's just like fun, because it's a big Bean.
If the city wants something new, modern looking, and like fairly inert and unoffensive,
Yeah, like the Bean's pretty...
Like, everyone gets it.
But it is offensive because this stupid man made it.
Well, what's his
Do you
like,
think
message
inside the
behind it?
bean is the blackest black?
That would be crazy.
No, the blackest black is new.
But what if he had it that whole time? And
Or
he
he's
was
since
trying-
infiltrated the bean and
That would be crazy. You know how there was that whole spree of like Facebook events of like, oh, do this. Like there was the one with the world's tallest filing cabinet that was like everyone show up and worship it. And then there was one at UVM, I think, maybe your senior year or sophomore year, that was like show up at the Catamount statue and we all do the like Leedle thing from SpongeBob. I did that. It was kind of fun. Kate was telling me apparently Chicago had this Facebook event thing that was like everyone goes down to the bean with like Windex and like cleans off the bean. And she said it was like really funny because there were like guards that were like the fuck are they doing? Like I guess they're not doing anything. Like. So this is recently. So when the hell was the bean made? Is the bean like pretty new? I just felt like I knew it couldn't be like that old, but I felt like it was kind of old.
The bean was made in 2006.
It was made in 2006?
Yep.
That's wild. That's like really wild. I did not realize it was that new. Maybe that's why people like it so much.
Constructed between 2004 and 2006, the sculpture is nicknamed the bean because of its shape. Made up of 168 stainless steel panels welded together, it is highly polished
How did that
and
design
has no visible
pass?
seams.
Like I love it, but like that takes up like a big space in like the biggest realty spot in Chicago.